Hey, Jazz. Hey, everybody. Just want to get 1 second here. But I appreciate everyone taking your time to watch this, even if you see this later or you're watching it live right now. I hope this serves you well, and I feel like this is probably the most important live you're ever going to hear. I've been to tons of seminars, and there's only a very few select speakers I hear talk about this. And as I've studied attraction, law of attraction, and how I implement it in my own life, I start to see major changes into my own life as I made these shifts and these understandings and these realizations. And I have a question, and this has been a question that was bothering me all morning that I want to deliver to you, is why is negativity so attractive? Sometimes I notice in people's social media, if they put something more negative, more drama, it gets more attention. More people's like, oh yeah, man, that's happening in my life. Or, man, I feel so bad for you. Or, I hope everything's okay. Or, hey, I pray for you. And even people gather their own attention from it. As in, hey man, please pray for me. Or, hey man, please pray for this country. Or pray for this city. Or pray for this president. And all it does is bring attention to the negative of it. See, it's not solution based. It's not saying, hey, I feel that if we did these certain things, we can change something. But no, it's just reiterating of the problem. And it made me wonder why. Why is negativity so attractive? Why, when there's an accident on the street, people would literally stop their cars to look over at somebody else's suffering? Why, when there's a big giant hurricane and things, people don't donate the money? I've donated actually to a fund, to hurricane funds. And I've seen more people talk about the hurricane than they actually do anything about it. So why is negativity such an attractive force? And it hit me. It came to a really good realization. Is you've been trained to. You're not born that way. You've been trained to. Since you were a child, if you ever grew up in the church like I did, the first thing they tell you is you better be good or you're going to hell. It's not like say you better be good or you'll get the glory. You'll get prosperity. You'll get abundance. No, be good or you go to hell. Your parents even taught you, be good or you'll get punished. Hey, you better go to school, get good grades, or you'll fail. You'll be a loser in life. They always focus on the negative, and you've been trained since you were a child, since you were able to open up your own eyes, and you start to become conscious of who you are. You've been spilled and dumped negativity constantly, and that's why it's so attractive. And you want to give your condolences. I give my condolences, but I don't even feed into it. When I scroll down, I see something negative, I keep scrolling past it. Listen, I haven't watched the news in years, and it's changed my life in the most positive way. I have not watched a single newscast in years. I repeat that, in years, and I'm still here. I talk to some people and they say, well, Rich, I have to stay informed. Informed of what? It's one Yahoo clip you can watch. One small article that will tell you everything you need to know. I haven't watched it in years, and I've seen my life progress. Why, Rich? Why is that true? Because of attraction. Hear what I'm saying to you, that negativity is so attractive. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and it has to return to sender. So as you are watching, listening, being a part of, engulfing in the negative talks and negative cycles and negative issues and negative people, what is happening is you're attracting it back to yourself. So in this 365-day year, I can already tell it's just started and people are already losing focus. Don't be distracted. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, and he was saying, it says in the good book that the world is full of evils. But hear that. He didn't use the word evil as we think evil. He meant the word distraction. Distraction. that the thing that you think you're being involved in, that you're so, oh, I got to be a part of, I have to be with the team, is the same thing that's stopping you and refusing the flow to your goals, because your goals are distracted. Where your focus goes, energy flows. That's why I preach and I talk about single-minded focus. What has I done in my own life, and what's created success and created happiness and created love into my own every day is my focus. I only focus on my goal. I only focus on prosperity. I only focus on love. I only focus on abundance. I only focus on family. I only focus on happiness. I only focus on joy. Even when things are not going great, I start watching videos of joyous things, of things I want in my life, of abundant things I want in my life. And it shifts my mindset, because the world is full of distractions. See, these newscasts, these things that are you think you're being informed, they're distracting you from your ultimate goal. Think about it. Think how many hours you watch of this stuff. The dramas on TV, even on your news feed, on your social media feed. Look how many hours of focus you spent on it. That's distracting you from your ultimate goal. If you took that same energy and focused on your own goals, your own business, your own writing, your own singing, your own art, your own abilities, your own skills, if you focus that much energy on that, that will attract to you exactly what you're focusing on. It was the great Wayne Dyer who said, "You cannot remedy anything by condemning it." Why? Because you're giving it energy. You're growing it. It's like, you ever watch a snowball, and you ever put a snowball and you roll it down a hill? What happens to that snowball? It gains momentum. And as it gains momentum, what happens? That snowball grows, 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 and grows. Called an avalanche. And it comes flooding down. Because the more momentum you build on it, the more focus you have, that's adding snow, that's adding girth, that's adding momentum, and that's coming toward you. This is the most important talk you'll ever hear. Wherever your focus is going, you are bringing it back to you. If you ever study eyesight, like, I used to be an engineer, I love science, and I used to study eyesight. Eyesight is this, it's a reflection that your eyes are giving out, and it's the reflective light coming back into your eyes that makes you see. This is science. This is not something I'm making up. That what you see on every day, if you're looking at my screen right now, that is a reflection of light coming from your own eye. So whatever your focus is going, it's coming back to sender. So if you're focused on negativity, if you're watching the crashes, don't be alarmed. Don't be surprised when negative things are coming into your own life. You are bringing it in. You're opening the door. That's why Jim Rohn said, stand guard at the doorway of your mind. Whatever you are letting through here is coming back to you tenfold. This is important. I hope this reaches you and this touches you in a way. If this touches you in a way, please like, please share, please comment. Please share this to a friend, because I already see that the year's already beginning and people are already getting distracted. New year, new me, distraction. Oh, did you hear what's happening in this place? And did you hear what's happening with this drama? Or did you hear about that couple? Did you hear that person died? I'm like, no, I didn't hear any of it, because I don't attract it into my life. I don't open that door. I keep that door shut, locked, and closed, because trust me, again, I haven't watched news in years, and I'm still here. And I'm probably the more happier than I've ever been when I did watch the news. And I'll give you a perfect example before I let you go. I remember, I think 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, I can't remember the exact date. But it was happening when the Trayvon Martin issue, which happened right here in my backyard in Central Florida, when Trayvon Martin was killed. It was such a big newscast. And since me being a young black man, especially younger at the time, I focused on that. I was like, man, you see what the police is doing to us and all these things. And I kept putting focus on it and anger, and I was frustrated by it. I promise you, a month later after that incident, no, but 2 months later, I was pulled over for doing absolutely nothing. I attracted that scene. I promise you, ever since then, I forgave the police. I forgave the people around me. I forgave the person the Trayvon issue. I forgave all of it. I let it all go. I have not had even a speeding ticket since then. Not one run-in with police, not one issue. Actually, I see them and they say, hey, how's it going? I say, hey, how are you doing? And there's no animosity, there's no anger, there's no frustration. It's just pure flow. You attract what you focus on. So if you focus on something negative, no matter what it is, no matter how you think you can help, unless you're helping, unless you're going in to say with a positive solution, that's different. But if you're going there with the same negativity that says, man, we need to do something, and oh, see how these people are, oh man, you heard what the president said, all you're doing is distracting yourself. This is real hard. This is real talk from my heart to yours. I really appreciate you spending your time. And if you really need more help, check out my book, Destiny on Purpose, How to Get What You Truly Want Out of Life. I talk about this. I talk about focus. I talk about single-minded focus. You get your goal, you get whatever you want out of life when you're single-minded. It's like a laser. A laser takes a spectrum of light, all these things, and focuses it so strongly that it could break through glass. It could break through diamonds. It could cut through anything, bone. Why? So when focus is focused. That's why the good book said, when my eye be single, your whole body's filled with light. When your mind is single, your body's filled with the energy, the power that take you to your goal. Even in this talk, I bet you when you saw the title, you saw negativity, you said, ooh, let me see what this is about. You have to switch your mind. There's something about the word negativity. There's something about destruction. There's something about the evils of the world that are attractive to us. And that's the reason why we don't get what we want. Again, I'm never here to convince you. I've studied this for years, so it's on you. Either you could agree with me or not agree with me. Either way, I feel that this was a successful conversation. Love is love. I hope this serves you well. If you like this, if this touched your heart, please like, please comment, please share, and please check out my Instagram where you can win a free book. Oh, you heard the book drop, didn't you? You can win a free book of Write to Grow Rich, How to Become a Successful Author in One Day, where I teach you just easy steps on how to write, publish, writing schedule, a writing calendar, and how to push yourself to write multiple books like I have. And as you can see, my books are not thin. They're pretty girthy. Because I set myself to the right schedule, the right standards, and I make things happen. So check out my Instagram, like, follow, and you can win a free book. I appreciate everyone taking their time to watch this, and focus on positive. Let go of the dramas. Let go of the things that you think you need to know. And focus on the goal that you want in your life. And I promise you, anything you send out must, it's a law of the universe, it must come back to sender. Because like Neil Donald Walsh said, there's only one of us in the room. This might be a little too deep for Facebook, but I hope it served you well. Namaste.